Welcome back to Kentucky Route Zero, where we are on our way to the next scene in Act 4. See, that just looks like a smoking mess of garbage, doesn't it? Well, that's what it is. I don't even know why trash seems to collect right there. Of all the spots on the lake, it's always been that way. Everyone just navigates around it like it was an island or something. I think I can see some desks and chairs swirling around the edge there. Those all-in-one desks, like they have in schools, if I remember right. It's been a few years since I saw the inside of one. Those must have washed down from somewhere. I've never known there to be a school on the lake. Oh, there was Gemini's School of Beauty. It was run by sisters, Cassie and Paula, indistinguishable, except for their haircuts. But I wouldn't think they would have even desks like that. We used to stop here most every night to let someone off for a cheap haircut, student stylists, you know. They spared many a sailor the pain of a botch to do-it-yourself do. But I guess they got in deep to the power company. Those blow dryers and curling irons burn a lot of coal. It's a shame they had to close down. The haircuts are gone, but the hair keeps growing. Yeah, this clutterable place makes a decent local museum. It's as good as a history as I could ever tell. We arrived at the small houseboat neighborhood that sometimes hosted concerts for the pleasure of its residents, where Clara was scheduled that night to perform. Ah, Clara is to perform here. Okay. This houseboat neighbor. There are like villages like these, like houseboat villages. Houseboats tied together with little walking things between them. In like the lakes in Southeast Asia. Must be, or which country is that? Is that the no, that's not, that must be Cambodia. Must be Cambodia. Looks really interesting, but people are poor as fuck. It's not a very rich life there. But they live. And we watched the show from the dockyard with the others. A neighborhood. Didn't think we would get another choice. That must be choice number 7 for this act alone. Ah, theremin. Oh, the tape recordings. As I told you, this is the instrument that the Star Trek intro... Is it Star Trek? Yeah, Star Trek intro music of the original Enterprise series was made upon. Oh. Huh? I remember this. I told you yeah, you don't have to say it. Only because it's always true. She played at the flower shop. Serrano opened. He was having trouble with his tape machine, so he just drowned out on the lap steel. He got really into it and he went on for like forever. Everyone was falling asleep. Not everyone. I remember the air was warm, perfumed. You were playing with some petals you found on the floor, and I was looking at the ceilings. In the ceiling. I remember the ceiling was glass. During the week, that room was a greenhouse. I don't know where they put all the plants when they had beds in. Maybe outside, if the weather was nice. It was nice that night, warm, smelled like spring. I remember the folding chairs, so uncomfortable, but I guess it was their only option. They had to pack everything up during the week, so there would be room to display the flowers. The tape stuff sounds good. That's Kid doing a good job. Yep, he's a natural-born tape player. Oh, I still have a cold. I was talking to him back at Sam and Ida's. He seems a little lost. Another lost soul. Well, he's in good company. Maybe he could travel with us for a bit. I'm not sure that's a good idea. We were in the back. Passing messages in code. We used the code of our own design, inscrutable to observers, transmitted by subsonic whistles. We compared strategies for a broken Kita. I'd been staring at it all day, cleaned the whole thing with a toothbrush, doused the battery compartment in WD-40, but it still did this weird chirp out of nowhere every once in a while. I think it still does, actually. I guess we never found a solution. We went for a little walk to take our minds off it. If I sound hesitant or something, it's just, when we met, we were nothing, just these little grey shadows, and we grew, fit in, and... But we did all that together, Ezra. Ezra, sure, he's just a kid, but he's already a person. What would that do to our system, our chemistry? We took a wrong turn in the hallway and ended up in the basement. I remember the air was cold and damp like a cave. I remember the lingering perfume of the greenhouse giving way to an earthy plant smell, like we were digging down to the roots. A grimy door in the corner caught my eye. I remember the door was stuck. There was a large gap underneath it. You reached your arm under the door. You came back with a handful of dirt and confetti. I shined a light under the door. I could see brightly colored paper. You forced the door. It wasn't as dark as we thought. The door burst open and we fell through. Hey, I got the masters for the new record back from Lazar. They're okay, but I... What? You listened to them without me? You were at the pet shop. I didn't think I could tear you free. Okay. Anyway, there are a few spots where the strings distorted a little and the whole thing has way too much reverb, but overall sounds pretty good. The new drum machine fits right into the mix. Nice. The only question is how to do it live. I can't control the drum machine and sing and dance at the same time, and you've got your hands full of Kita. We switched on the lights. The room was crowded with powerful wreaths for birth, quinceañeras, weddings, funerals, celebratory wreaths. But there was something kind of sad about it. No, it must be wreaths. We got back into the greenhouse just as Clara was tuning up. She relaxed her shoulders, took a deep breath, raised both hands into their precise positions, and the room started shaking. Clara hit a note that made the glass rattle in sympathy, a perfect 2 octaves lower. She looked like a sorceress tearing down the building with an effortless wave of incredible focus, coaxing the empty air into some kind of moaning, rattling demon. That's the thing about the theremin, it's the only instrument you never touch. You could see a wave of concern propagating through the greenhouse, people looking up at the trembling glass ceiling, looking at each other to see if anyone else was worried, trying to catch Clara's eye and discern if she was doing it on purpose or not, if she were really trying to bury us all in glass. So how do you think we'll swing that, playing the drum machine live? We'll figure something out, maybe glue it to the back of your Kita? Oh yeah, or swap the buttons out for foot pedals. Or put the drums on the tape beforehand, like Cyrano does. Oh yeah, I guess we have a lot of options. Life is full of possibilities, Cricket. Yes, ma'am. It was a tense 5 minutes. We, the audience, alternated between fearing for our lives and lamenting hers. That could have given her the kind of emotional experience to play this devastating song. Then, slowly, gently, Clara's hands came to rest. The theremin went quiet, the glass stopped rattling, and the room relaxed, unharmed. And we're moving on. I met a photographer once, one in particular. She even took my portrait, I can't imagine why. She said it would immortalize me. That was a metaphor, of course. She meant I'd never be forgotten. As she was disembarking, not too far from here actually, the film fell out of her back and was borne away by the current. I was working on deck at the time. She shot me a sad apologetic glance, but I wasn't bothered. It's no shame to be forgotten. Our passengers, 2 lighter, disembarked at the mail stop by the silo. They couldn't seem to get that old truck started up again, but we managed to roll it off the barge with only a minor scrape or two. At the last minute, Clara decided to travel with them for a while. Kate and I said goodbye to our friends, new and old, and the muggy mammoth rumbled on down the echo. So we are now going elsewhere, and not continuing with the ferry. I think we're getting ready for Act 5. The Silo of Late Reflections. I had to take 2 glances at that to see where the spaces were. What's this place like? Dogwood Drive? It's in a small town, or... I really don't know. I've got the manifest the old man had in his truck here. Lizette's Antiques, mail order delivery, no return address, shipping address 5 Dogwood Drive, packing list. And then it's just numbers. I guess the inventory numbers of the antiques he was supposed to be delivering. Anyway, I'm glad you're coming with us. Yes, I'm always eager to see more of the country, and I enjoy the company. I will have to find a bus or train to get on Nashville by evening. Well, they have buses everywhere, right? Oh hey, I could drive you to Nashville. Seems I have a truck now, only how are we going to get it up these stairs? That's quite a staircase. Is there something we could do with a rope? Sure, I can think of a few things. Nothing that will get this truck up the staircase, though. Looks like we're making the rest of this trip on foot. I don't even know what's in there. What if it's too much to carry? Nah, I've been loading and unloading gear since these stars were young. We are our own roadies, right? We've got expertise. Alright, Cricket, let's get this delivery packed and tied into bundles. We're hiking it upstairs. What's in there? Antiques, I guess. Antiques. Yeah, antiques are, it's like junk, but people will pay for it? Oh. That's a good description. I also like antiques. So I guess you'll be taking the bus after all. It's okay, it will be an adventure. Tired? Don't worry, lady, we're almost there. So we are now stuck with our truck at this platform and we can't move on with it. And the ferry has left. What a great idea. I think we're going up the staircase now. Will we deliver in this act or in the next act? We still have to see, to find a weaver. End of Act 4. Okay, so Act 5 will be about finding weaver and delivering those antiques. And once the black screen has faded away, I'll say goodbye to you. See you tomorrow with Un Pueblo de Nada, the next interlude, and then we'll continue to Act 5. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.